I was a teacher for about 12 years, teaching science and PE, head of department. I was being bullied by a deputy head and I thought I'd leave because I was fed up of it. I was fed up all the 9 to 5. I was fed up, well, I say 9 to 5, it's what, 7 till 7 or something like that. But this is me as a qualified neurodevelopment coach for young people, a life coach, and I'm going into a school with this absolute legend right just here, and we play Mario Kart. Yeah, I have got my very own business where I actually coach young people in school and outside of school. And today I've got this absolute superhero just here, and we are establishing his inner worry monster. Why? Because we need to disrupt the internal representation of it. What does that mean? Well, this little lad just here, sometimes struggles with a little bit of worry. It kind of overtakes him. He lets it overtake him. He lets it get the better of him because he's never been taught how to cope with it. And by the way, how amazing is this school? Very forward-thinking school. How amazing are his parents? Obviously thinking, yeah, do you know what? I want my son to have the best shot in life, so I'm going to help him with neurodevelopment. I'm going to help him move forward in his life. Absolutely supreme. Now we are just, as you can see, just here the little feelings wheel. We're just going to find out which feelings does he let him bother him the most, and then we find out the ones that he actually can utilize to empower him to overcome those emotions. So we are going to break down his parts. Part of him is worried, anxious, scared, whatever. The other part of him is really brave and strong and powerful. So right just now, this little legend here is drawing his inner worry monster. So we're going to let him divulge and dig into that. Now, what we're doing here is we need to give him a name, we need to give him a colour scheme, we need to understand him, we need to find out where he lives in our body. Why is this important? Well, it's important so we can disrupt that internal representation. The feeling of anxiety, the feeling of worry shouldn't be within us. It should be on us. And that's okay, because if it's on us, we can wipe it away. And to do that, we need to understand what it looks like quite clearly. So what I did here was I actually got this young legend to draw out his worry monster. At the moment, you can see 2 screens here. That's his brave monster right just there. On the left, he's drawing out his worry monster, and I make it into a real monster. There we go. How cool is that? To give him a bit more clarity on it. And I just use AI for it. It's absolutely amazing. Now, I do the same with his brave monster. What we're doing here is this is his parts integration technique, and this is NLP, stands for neuro-linguistic programming. What I want you to think of NLP of is it's kind of a little bit like CBT, but a lot better. It's like the big, more fun, versatile Big Brother. So in every psychological practice I have, there seems to be a recurring theme within young people where kids get caught up in the grip of inner conflict. Okay, so these conflicts aren't obviously visible, are they? You know, they're below the surface, under the surface, where 2 or more parts of these stop working together and they cause disruption. So for his parts, it is worry versus bravery, as you can see just here. There now you can see he's drawing his brave monster. One part craves success, the other one fears failure. So it doesn't want to move forward. How often do you see this in children? If you're a teacher or you're a parent, how often do you see this? And for me, as a neurodevelopment coach for kids, a specialized therapist, I've trained and coached over 500,000 kids worldwide over my 11 years of doing this, because I left 11 years ago. We are going to find out his inner worry, sabotage it, and use this brave monster to help him move forward. What is the purpose of this? Well, to help him have a deep internal integration of what he is capable of in his life. So NLP parts integration is basically an advanced technique that facilitates profound psychological healing by harmonizing conflicting aspects of a person's unconscious mind. How cool is that? It's not just addressing symptoms like counseling does and just keep on repeating talking about it every single session. No, it's actually some practice we do to get him to become better so we can stop this internal sabotageation, that's not a word, to help him move forward. So, for example, what I like to do is I like to identify the parts, and as you can see, the brave monster just here, and then we pretend AI and made it like this. It's really, really cool, as you can see just here. So this legend did so well. As you can see, we're going through the process just here, and I've got a ruler just here, and every single time he thinks of worry, I tap him on his right shoulder. And every time he thinks of brave, I tap him on his left shoulder. Because what we're doing here as well is we are creating an anchor, an NLP anchor. This is a really complex strategy. Some people can only do parts in itself. Some people can only do anchoring in itself. I decided to combine the two because I've been working with children now for, like I said, for the past 11 or 12 years. The primary challenge in this therapy is that parts often fail to communicate with each other. They both want the same thing. For example, we found out that his worry wants him to be happy. We found out that his bravery wants him to be happy as well. We need to stop these parts being in conflict and help them work in alignment and synergy moving forward. And this lad just here, obviously it's a deeply detailed script. You've got to be very careful what you do. You've got to be hyper trained with this. I'm working with a lot of teachers right now because there's so many teachers these days that want to exit the education system and do things like this on their own free will. So yeah, this kid here, absolutely brilliant. Oh, by the way, we did the Mario Kart at the beginning to just clear his mind. It was just a fun little thing we did to clear his mind. He did absolutely brilliantly. I'm so proud of him, and I can't wait to see him next week. Oh, in fact, next week we are doing bouldering and rock climbing. I can't wait for that. And so finished off today with a little high five and getting back to the car, and that's it. I'm done for the day and I can crack on with my day. In a school like that, it's so cool to be in a school where the teachers actually understand and value a child's mental welfare, mental wellness, because we all know that every single thing that happens academically begins there. And if a child is not ready, if a child is upset, if a child has just got unconsciously allowing doubt to overtake them, or they're not confident, or they're not resilient to go through a certain task or do a certain paper or something like that, then they're going to beat themselves up, because our brain has a mental scorecard and it can either build us or break us. So if we make a mistake, if we go wrong, if we be silly or whatever, I don't know, our brain will remember that, and our brain will make us feel bad about ourselves if we didn't do a certain thing. And our little inner little worry monster that we did today with Ted will stop you from doing that next thing again because it's too scared. They're fearful of the outcome of rejection, they're fear of the outcome of failure or even success. So it will just build a safety pattern, and that safety pattern is the worst thing that can happen because it will sabotage you taking action. Therefore, the mental scorecard will say 100 negative to 0 positive, and that will make a child think they're not capable of doing anything. And it's such a shame. So I love this. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant school, brilliant staff, and an amazing mum for making this happen. So cool. And remember, if you're a teacher and you're fed up of the 9 till 5, you're fed up, well, I say 9 till 5, the 7 till 7, and you're sacrificing your family's time for the sake of others, and you want to do something different, and you've been in education system for over 10 years, let's say, so you've got experience, then I'm more than happy to help you understand what I do and what I've been doing for the past 11 years. Because remember, I used to be a teacher back in the day, about 11 years ago now, and I was a teacher for science and PE for 12 years. So yeah, if you want my little step-by-step, 18 steps actually, blueprint of how I did that, just let me know, comment in the section, and I'll send you how it all works. In the meantime, carry on being amazing, and thank you for watching. Oh, and like and subscribe.